Have you ever wondered why you have your father's eyes or your mother's smile? The answers to these questions lie in the science of genetics, a field revolutionized by a humble monk and his peas. Before the mid-19th century, the concept of inheritance was shrouded in mystery. People knew traits were passed down through generations, but how exactly was a question that baffled many. Enter Gregor Mendel, an Austrian monk with a keen interest in nature and a knack for experimentation. He turned to the humble pea plant to study the enigma of inheritance. Through careful breeding and meticulous record-keeping, Mendel began to see patterns that no one had before. He was laying the groundwork for what we now understand as genetics. His pea plants, as ordinary as they may seem, were the key to unlocking the most fundamental laws of biology. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into Mendel's groundbreaking experiments in the next scene. Imagine a garden filled with pea plants, each one a piece of a grand biological puzzle waiting to be solved. This is precisely where our story unfolds, in the midst of nature's wonder, under the watchful eyes of Gregor Mendel. Mendel, a monk with a keen interest in science, was intrigued by the different traits that these pea plants exhibited. He observed that some were tall, others short, some had green peas, others yellow. This fascination led him to embark on an extraordinary experiment that would eventually lay the groundwork for modern genetics. Mendel began his meticulous work by crossbreeding different varieties of peas. He meticulously chose plants with distinct characteristics: tall with short, green with yellow, smooth with wrinkled. He then observed the offspring that resulted from these crosses. What he found was both surprising and revealing. In the first generation, the offspring seemed to solely exhibit one trait. For instance, when Mendel crossbred a tall plant with a short one, all the offspring turned out tall. However, in the second generation, the hidden traits began to reappear. Among the tall offspring, some gave rise to short plants. This unexpected re-emergence of the lost traits piqued Mendel's curiosity. After years of painstaking observations and breeding experiments, Mendel made a groundbreaking discovery. He realized that these traits were not blending or disappearing, but instead they were being passed down generations in a particular manner. Some traits, which he termed dominant, seemed to overshadow others, the recessive traits. However, these recessive traits were not lost. They simply lay hidden, only to reappear under certain circumstances. Through these simple plants, Mendel unearthed the first law of genetics, the law of segregation. This law states that every individual possesses a pair of alleles for any particular trait, and that each parent passes a randomly selected copy of these to their offspring. Mendel's Garden of Peas, thus, became the birthplace of a new scientific discipline, and the monk himself, the father of genetics. From a monastery garden to the cutting-edge labs of today, Mendel's discoveries still echo in the field of genetics. Gregor Mendel, the humble monk with a keen eye for observation, changed the course of biology forever with his simple yet groundbreaking experiments on pea plants. Mendel's laws of inheritance, the law of segregation, and the law of independent assortment paved the way for a deeper understanding of heredity. These laws, derived from observing the patterns in which traits were passed from one generation of pea plants to the next, are still the foundation of genetic studies today. They continue to guide scientists in decoding the complex puzzle of life, helping them predict the likelihood of certain traits being passed on. But Mendel's influence didn't stop at understanding heredity. His laws also laid the groundwork for the development of genetic engineering. This cutting-edge field of science involves manipulating an organism's genes to achieve desired traits. Whether it's creating disease-resistant crops or studying potential cures for genetic disorders, Mendel's principles are at the heart of it all. In the era of genomics, Mendel's laws have taken on new significance. Genomics explores how multiple genes interact with each other and the environment to influence physical traits and susceptibility to diseases. Mendel's laws provide a starting point for this intricate exploration, guiding scientists as they unravel the complex interactions that shape life. It's fascinating to realize that the work of a 19th century monk still reverberates in the high-tech world of modern genetics. Mendel's laws continue to guide and inspire scientists around the globe as they delve deeper into the mysteries of life. His pea plants might seem simple, but they opened up a world of understanding that continues to expand with each new discovery. So the next time you notice a family resemblance, remember the humble monk and his peas, and marvel at the intricate web of life they helped us understand.